Hello everybody. Today we'll discuss the lesson 14, and in this we discuss the indefinite pronoun as well as the optative. Regarding the indefinite pronoun, now generally speaking, indefinite means non-specific or general, meaning it represents people, places, things or ideas without actually saying who or what they are. For example, anybody, anyone, anything, nobody, no one, nothing, somebody, someone, something, everybody, everyone, everything. These would be the equivalents in English. When we construe the indefinite pronoun, we would combine the interrogative pronoun king plus the plus chit or chit. The indeclinable suffix chi or chit, sometimes p or api, and rarely chana or chanan. And chit, chi or chit is by far the most used suffix. And chana is added to the neuter, for example, to kinjana. Also, an interrogative adverb like katang could be used, plus chit could be used in order to construe the indefinite pronoun. For example, katanchit, somehow. Now, specifically, one can say about the indefinite pronoun, when these indefinite pronouns stand alone, they take the number and the gender of the person or thing they represent, even though they are indefinite. And if they are acting as a pronominal adjective and qualifying another noun, they take the same gender, case, and number of the noun that they qualify. So the suffix is indeclinable, but the interrogative part declines according to the function that it's playing, that the indefinite pronoun is playing in the sentence. Now we have a few examples already in the water. Kochi, anyone, someone. Kasachi, of anyone. Kinchi, anything, some. Here, notice the nikahita changes into the palatal nya. And moreover, we have with a relative pronoun, we have yang kinchi, whatever. So also we have yokochi, whoever, yasakasachi, whosever, and yang kadachi, whenever. Moreover, I can just leave it like this. Ooh, sorry for this. Sorry. I think I need to discipline my Anki folder here. It just won't move to the second screen. Make it smaller a bit. Maybe like this, still a little bit big. Now, apologies for this. If we have two relative pronouns, they also construe, or they also have then an indefinite sense. Yo would then be yokochi, whoever. Yang would then be equivalent to yang kinchi, whatever. And with a negative in front, with a negation in front, nakkochi, no one, not anyone. Nakinchi, typo, nakinchi, sorry, should have written this. Nakinchi, nothing or none at all, na kasachi, of no one, na kanhachi, na katanchi, no way, not in any way, under no circumstances, na kadachi, never, and na katachi, nowhere or not anywhere. The junction form chit often appears when another word follows, starting with a vowel. For example, when the word follows eva, then we have kochit eva, kachit eva, kinchit eva, kenachit eva, kisminchit eva. This is as regards the indefinite pronoun. When we speak of the optative, then we have certain forms. Now the optative is formed from the present stem plus e or e, the suffix e or e, so with e or ayy, plus the inflections. It may also be formed from the passive as well as the causative stem. Now, its inflections could be eyang, eyami, eyasi, eya, eya, eyati, eyama, ema, emu, eyata, eta, and eung, eu. For a more or less comprehensive display of the different verb forms in the optative, I have put a few examples of verbs in the reference section, so you can copy paste and then just look it up in the Anki folder. Now, to give you one example at least, from Bu Bhavati, we have Bhaveya, he should be, or she should be, could be, maybe. Bhaveyong, Bhaveyasi, Bhaveyata, Bhaveyang, or Bhaveyami, Bhaveyama. Now the optative can express hypothetical action, probability, which is by far the most usual, or then possibility as well, supposition, and then it can be rendered with words like should, would, could, may, or might. Second, it can also express mild form of a command or strong injunction, as well as a prohibition. Third, it can express a wish or invitation or a request. Fourth, a condition in which it is expressed by a relative or another subordinate clause on which the main clause depends. And fifth, it can also express assent. Now we have a few examples of this. Basically, I can just leave it like this. Like Bu Bhaveya, he should, could, or should, could, maybe. Man Manyati, Manyeya, should think. Kareya, Kar Kareya, should do. Dis Deseya, Dis Deseti, Kar Karoti, Dis Deseti, Desea, may teach. As Atti, we have two. We have Asa, there would be. And we also have As Sia, there may be, there would be, it might be, which is a bit more poetic. So we can quickly look at these two different conjugations. So from as ati, we have asa, asu, asa, asata, asang, asama. And the bit more poetic, we have sia, sia, siangsu, siung, sia, siang. And to give you a couple of examples regarding the first usage, hypothetical action or probability, Sia e somako bodhaya, this might be the path for awakening. The second example, the second mild form of command or strong injunction or even prohibition, We have yata vyakaroti tang arocheyasi, as he explains, so you must report. Dhammang pariyayang te sasami yena samanagato vyakareya. I shall teach a course of doctrine with which one may explain, or even often used after the idiom tanam vichati yang, or tanam etang vichati yang. There exists the case that and even an injunction, matang pasea, you should not say that. The condition, examples for the condition, is often expressed by words like sache, che, yadi, or yang. Sache ya che yasi, ata adivasya. If you ask, he may accept. Sache so pacheya, ahang buncheyami. If he would cook, then I may eat. And lastly, for an example of assent, so panyang pucheya, he may ask a question. Now, the distinction between the optative and the future tense is the future is more used for certain events. So if I do get the kingdom, I will share it. So both verbs would be in future, whereas the optative oftentimes is used, like I said before, more for hypothetical futures. If he should get the kingdom, he would share it. Or if he were to get the kingdom, he would share it. Something like this. So there's a bit of a distinction between future tense and optative. Okay. Bonadasanaya, Tava Babeya, Subham Mangalam.